Hey guys, I want to welcome you back to another episode of Pistons Talk Podcast pregame show. We're joined by a very special first-time guest, Mario from Bleav In Bulls. Thank you so much for taking the time today, man. Appreciate it.
Oh, hey, happy to join. I got family out in Detroit. They listen to the pod. They're fired up for tonight's game. And they're already talking smack to me. It's not even, noon Central Time.
The fact that they're talking smack and we're missing half our roster, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the most Detroit thing I've ever heard, man. Like, it's honestly kind of funny. Um, I always love doing these Central Division rivalries. I feel like Pistons both have so much history. A lot of history before I was even born with Isaiah and Magic, or Isaiah and Jordan. I don't even know why I said Magic. Still waking up. But should be a fun episode. I did want to kind of get into why do you believe that this season the Chicago Bulls have just kind of got out to this, good start in the first 10 games of the season so far?
I think this team has an edge, a sort of identity, and everyone on this roster, if you look around, they're all trying to prove something. They're all trying to prove who they are, right? Kobe White's in his final contract year. He's trying to prove that he is a guard that you can rely on long term. Josh Giddey just got traded from the team he got drafted. They just won a title. He's trying to prove that they should have traded him, even though he got played off the floor in the playoffs. You have Bozelis that's trying to win Most Improved Player of the Year. You have Vucevic that is entering last year's contract, trying to prove that he has more left in the tank and can still be reliable big in the league. I think when you have all those things, they kind of come together and going, hey, I don't care if you're the best team in the NBA, the worst team in the NBA, you're going to get a fight tonight. And they know they want to play fast. They want to shoot the three. They want to be physical on defense. And they don't care who scores. You watch them. It's all about who has the most open shot. Isaac Okoro did score until 3 games of the season, and he wasn't really upset about it. He was just like, well, when I have the basketball, I have someone in my face. Kevin Herter does it. I got to pass it to him. So I think that's why they're kind of off to this hot start. And I think it's every game they go into, they bring the energy into the game. Now, does it die off? Yeah, it dies off. We've seen that happen the past 3 games. But I think it's just a collection of guys that are all coming together, trying to make a name for themselves in a brand that's very popular in the NBA.
Yeah, when I was looking up your guys' team stats yesterday, I was like, man, they're actually very fast. They're a fast-paced team. And I saw that opening night when you guys were just running us out of the gym. I was like, oh, this is the Bulls team from last year that got really hot during past All-Star break. And I think a lot of people weren't really sure if that was real, if it was just like, oh, it's past All-Star break. Some teams aren't really trying, but um, I think when you guys were 5-0, it was like the first time since like the Jordan era you guys
Yeah.
started off 5-0. So I
I think
mean, I'm sure
98.
yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I'm sure the vibes in Chicago are just like at an all-time high. If you had to pinpoint, like, is there one particular player that you think has just really helped them propel during these first 10 games, being a top seeded team in the Eastern Conference?
I mean, obviously, the name that comes to mind right away is Josh Giddey, right? Nearly
Mhm.
averaging a triple double last 3 games. He's averaging a triple double, I should say. Um, the offense starts and ends with him. He's done a great job of creating his own shot. His 3-point percentage has taken a massive leap this year. He's in the most improved player conversation. Defensively, that was always his weakness. It's looked better. Still at moments where like, oh my God, they're getting hunted, or sometimes he gets off the floor. Like, okay, the defense really steps up. I think a lot of credit should go to him. Trey Jones is another guy where even in his absence, he stepped up really massively for this team. He's now, I think, 3 games in a row with 17 plus points. So he's been huge for them. It's like too many guys almost. Kevin Herter stepped up great off the bench, but if you just had to pinpoint one, it does have to be Giddey. It's all him. Even in the last second shot they had to beat the Sixers with an amazing comeback, there was a moment where Bozelis had back-to-back drives, and you go, okay, this is Bozelis' moment. Well, they didn't mean just smack the living crap out of it. And then Tyrese Maxey strips him. You're like, okay, it's Bozelis, wait a year. It's not your moment yet to win these games for us. It ended up, and then Giddey takes it over. gets a bucket, and then in the last play of the game, drives the paint, Vooch opened the corner, bang three. So it truly is Josh's moment and Josh's team. So I would say it's him.
I feel like he's the head of the snake for you guys, just the way he's able to get everyone involved, get his points. And I still remember like when OKC traded him to Chicago, everyone was like, wow, they didn't get a pick for Caruso. But I feel like it's such an even trade when you just kind of look at like what he has been doing for you guys. And I feel like he doesn't get talked about nationally, I think, as much as he should, just for like what he's doing. And obviously, you guys have a lot of young, interesting pieces. You mentioned Trey Jones, who's just a really good, like I think, an underrated defender that people don't talk about a lot. Saw that he's averaging
Yeah.
2 steals a game. If Cade does go tonight, Trey Jones will probably be on him for a majority of this game because he's a really good on-ball defender. Mataz Bazzell is really good player as well. I feel like it's very similar to what like we have over here. It's not just like we have a superstar go get us 30. It's very team oriented. It's team basketball. Like whoever has the hot hand that night, they'll probably just score and take over.
And to your point, I did a ceiling and floor for this team for the year. And
Hmm.
my ceiling for this team was be the Pistons of last year. That was, I thought, was the best option. And in the first round, you face the Knicks or the Cavs. You give a really good 6-game series. Like you get a little hope that they're gonna win, but they're not. And I think that
Yeah.
was like the goal of this year. And that's like you said, the similarities. And Cade looks like a superstar already. I mean, I'm jealous.
Yeah, I thought you guys got hosed in the lottery. When I saw
Oh,
like the pre-draft thing and you guys like had won, like how they kind of just do like the envelope cards like before the draft, you guys had won the lottery. And then Dallas gets it with Cooper Flag. I was like, come on, man. Like, you're doing nobody any favors. Like, now people on Twitter are going to go, yeah, the NBA's fixed. This is a script.
exactly.
There's no way you trade Luca and then you just kind of get gift drafted like Cooper Flag. Like, I know you guys had drafted some, I Bleav, French prospect that doesn't get to play a whole lot, so that he is with the Windy City Bulls in the G League. But man, like Cooper Flag would have been really nice in
Oh,
Chicago, in my opinion.
dude, if we had Cooper Flag, I'd be thinking like playoff, like deep run playoffs. Like I'd be really excited. But yeah, instead we have Noah Essengay, and he's a project to say the least. I don't think we'll see him at all this year. Maybe next year we'll see him play and be in the rotation. But God, if we had Cooper Flag, I think my parents would be fans again. I think my dad would buy back in.
Oh man, yeah, it's just the NBA lottery is just a crapshoot. I mean, I know when we were going through our stuff, it was like, oh yeah, we'll get a top 3 pick. We got like fifth 3 straight years. It was just like
Yeah.
getting hosed. I was like, yeah, so we got to stop taking, man. We got Cade, we got our franchise guy. But it's funny. I did a podcast with a Chicago Bulls podcaster. And I asked him like kind of like expectations. He's like, I don't know, man, maybe a top 3 pick. Like I just don't think the Bulls are gonna be it this year. And it's just like when I started off, I was like, what happened? He's like, I don't know what's going on right now. this is
Yeah.
this is crazy. I was just like, man, like I guess having expectations before the season, you really don't know like what is gonna happen with your team. Like I didn't think we're gonna be the 1 seed. I was like, yeah, maybe top 4, top 5 seed. You never know.
Well, it helps too that the East is so wide open. Like
Yeah.
it's really, you have the Bucks, which Bucks just seem like a ticking time bomb with Giannis of just when's that trade actually going to happen? When is the unhappiness going to set in? And then you have the Knicks that should be taking it over, but they're the Knicks, so you don't really know what's going to happen. Cavs are the Cavs. Uh, Sixers look like they have something together, but will it be healthy? Is the ultimate question. Pacers see a buddy like pack it in. They're waiting for 2026. They're waiting for the lottery. That's all they care about is lottery right now. The Celtics don't look great. So it's wide open and it's, anyone's stance. And right now you guys look excellent and you're playing great basketball. And, if you had to do like right now, who's the best player in the East and you're trying to power rank, like Cade with his playing style is probably what, 3, maybe even 1. Like he's coming up right away.
Yeah, I mean, I know we talked beforehand about like Knicks fans just crashing out over every team in the Eastern
Oh my
Conference.
gosh.
I saw ESPN podcast Tim Bontemps. He's like, yeah, I got him like second behind Giannis, and then they're like, what about Brunson? I was just like, bro, like, what about him? Like, come on, like, you can't make everything about yourself. I swear, it's like that meme, the guy pointing in the mirror is like, you make everything about yourself right now. Like, that's
Yeah,
it.
literally.
That is a Knicks fan at its core, man. It really is. I did kind of want to transition into just the Bulls. Obviously, you guys are kind of on a little 3-game skid. Um, why do you think the Bulls have lost their past 3 games?
A lot of it has come down to these teams have superstars and the Bulls just don't. Right? So you had on Monday, the last game they had, you have Wemby. He goes block shot 3, block shot 3. How do you respond to that? You got nothing, right? He has 18 points in the fourth. You down Kobe White, you're down Zach Collins, you're down Josh Giddey. You're just not going to beat one of the best teams in the West with that roster. And you just have to hang your hat on that we played them tough, that we were in the game the whole time. And then you had the Cavs, where first half, Donovan Mitchell has 2 points. You're shutting him down. You also are hitting everything. Any prayer you throw up in the first half, you're hitting. Second half, water fight this level. Donovan Mitchell goes off. You don't have an answer for him. Josh Giddey gets his ankles broken. It's on Twitter everywhere. What are you going to do? Giannis, who has a history of dominating the Bulls, comes alive in the fourth. And next thing you know, we don't have anything. Vooch is getting a very tall task. He's going right through Patrick Williams. Switch on to Bozelis. That's a nightmare too. I think a lot of these losses start with the fact that you don't have a guy that if you need a bucket, he can get it no matter what. I was praising Giddey. He can't do that yet. Bozelis can't do that yet. Kobe White hasn't been playing. Can he do that for you? Sometimes, but not consistently. And that's the problem with Chicago. I think also, though, if you watch them in the fourth quarter, when the defense of these teams tighten up, the offense kind of just falls apart and they take dumb shots. They settle and they do kind of like the passing of like, all right, no, you get it started. No, you take, you tech the basket. And
Yeah,
it's rough, man. And like fourth quarter points this year, they're 25th in the NBA. If you did the last 3 games, they're 27th. So the offense just really shuts down, and they're still trying to find that closing lineup too. Like Billy's throwing guys in there. It's like, all right, is this fit? Should Patrick Williams be playing here? Should he not? So I think they're still trying to find their identity in those moments. And we don't have a guy that can just take the ball and just go F you up, get to the basket. You're gonna lose those.
yeah. I was looking at just like you guys' schedule because obviously, like one of the 2 losses that we have this year are from you on opening night, and then I was kind of looking at your guys' record on the road. You're 1-3
Yeah.
in November so far, and you're averaging almost 8 points less, 7.8 points a game less, which at home you guys just kill people over 120
Murder.
points, 120
Yeah.
points a game. So I'm just kind of going into this game. I was just like, well, the Bulls are still the Bulls, and you guys do things that we have a very difficult time stopping. Like you guys love the run. Our
Mm.
transition defense is terrible. And I don't know if you saw our injury report tonight, but holy crap.
Yeah.
Might be the Bulls first the Motor City Cruise or our G League roster because uh, ankle sprains. Like I've donated my ankles. If anyone wants to use them, I'm not using them. Like holy ankle sprain, man. Like half of our roster is. I think we have 6 rotation guys out again tonight.
Yeah, and honestly, it couldn't, for the Bulls wise, it's like a blessing. It's like finally, you mentioned the schedule early on. It was a gauntlet. It's like
Yeah,
you just go there. Like I before the season, I was like, dude, if they get 4 wins out of this, I think that's great. Um, so it's much easier for the Bulls. That being said, I'm a better, and I have lost bets a lot of times when I see 6 guys out, and then next thing you know, you have Jersey from the shore over here that just comes in and he's somehow just not missing a 3. Like, what the hell's going on? And your team's not even showing up ready to play. So as long as Cade's out there, I'm worried because, like I said, if
yeah,
it's close game and fourth quarter comes, I just I'm all set. I'll deal with Cade at that moment.
yeah. I mean, he might not even play. He had a really hard fall against the Wizards. Cam Whitmore is just such a reckless player. I swear,
Yeah,
sometimes like he's got
like
like
fight him
CT.
after. What's going
Like
on?
he went to block his shot and then he stood over him. I'm like, bro, what are you gonna do? You just blocked him, like just go away. But I mean, he's questionable with a hip contusion, so there's probably a good chance that he doesn't play. So you would have our G League guy, Donis Jenkins, who just kind of tormented the Wizards. Tied the game, went in overtime, had 20 points. But I mean, yeah, it'll be an interesting game. Uh, can I give you I have a list of 3 Bulls players that terrify me tonight.
Hit me with it.
Nikola Vucevic, first and foremost. We can't guard a stretch big to save our life. It's going to be barbecue chicken with him and Jalen Duren. Uh, Not to say that Jalen Duren hasn't been playing amazing. He's been playing out of his mind, like career highs across the board, but he really does struggle with stretch bigs. And Vooch looks like he's prime Dirk out there when he plays those. I don't know what it is, man. He just cannot miss a shot.
He can't those pick and pop threes. It's his bread and butter, and it hits every time. A little floater in the lane. I mean, oh my god! I had a joke with my buddy. It's sex on the beach, baby. Like every time he does those floaters, I'm like, let's go. It's beautiful. No, and look, like I said, he's been playing a lot better. I think he's probably a little bit excited too that he doesn't have to match up versus a Giannis or a Mobley or a Wemby tonight. Like he's probably like, all right, now I can feast. Now I don't have to work as hard. I mean, Duran's still playing great basketball, but compared to those guys, he's probably all right. This is going to be a little easier for us. I wish I had a scary guy for you guys. I think for me, it's just Cade. Like he's my Michael Myers.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of people, like especially like when he like broke the record for the most shots in an NBA game, they're like, "Oh my, look at that efficiency, 14 out of 45." I was like, "Who is he supposed to pass to? Like, tell
Yeah.
me who is he
What do
gonna
you want him
pass
to do?
to?" Like, honestly, I mean, I looked up a stat. Apparently, he joined Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan of taking 40 shots, but he was the only player to actually win a game. So you
Fair.
gotta,
That's
I
very
mean,
fair.
sharing stats with Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, I think you're in pretty good company if you do ask me.
Yeah. It usually
Uh,
sim pretty. History would tell
yeah.
you.
So the second player I have, which I don't know if a lot of Pistons fans know who this is, it's Trey Jones, who's a very underrated guard for you guys. When we played you opening night, the defense this guy plays, man, I was just like, man, he's just stripping balls, fighting over up the top of screens. Like he worries me, especially if Kate isn't going to be playing in this one. It's Donis Jenkins and other players. He's just such a pest defensively.
He is, and I say he has like a little brother effect where he's just a little brother playing the big brother, and he just doing the little things that just piss him off. That's Trey Jones. He'll just do everything to piss you off. He's the first guy on the floor too for or a loose ball. Offensively, I actually give him a lot of credit for his passing ability. I don't think he gets enough love for that. He can really dish it out very well. He finds the open man really, really well. And he has a great, see if you catch it tonight, but he has a great relationship with Kevin Herter where he knows exactly when to give him the ball and just has that mind thing where like, oh, he knows Herter's open. He just boom, gets it to him right away. And it's just catch, release, pop. And one of the best things about the Bulls so far this year.
I think another thing that a lot of people don't talk about him on a national scale is the way that he can assist the ball without turning it over. Like his assist to
Yes.
turnover ratio is extremely low. Probably one of the best guards in the NBA of just taking care of the basketball. Completely forgot that you guys had Red Velvet.
Oh, yeah.
Probably one of the best nicknames in the NBA. Kevin Herter, man, like he could light the Pistons up. I feel like every time I watch a play, I was like, how does this guy have 15 already? Like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah. What just happened?
Oh man, he's a really good 3-point shooter. You guys might actually get something for him at the deadline. You never know.
He
And
is, and he's like a weird, like Cam Johnson was. I mean, he's not nothing compared to Cam Johnson, but like he was always in that conversation where he's like the role guy everybody wants, and like, what would you give for him? Like a first? You're like, oh, you're a first? Like it's like kind of like outrageous a little bit. You're like, what? Okay, alrighty.
I mean, hey, you never know with teams at the deadline. I mean, you might get a first for Vucevic the way he's playing right now. It's honestly
Right.
crazy.
I
It's
hope so.
crazy. Hey,
And
Golden
that means
State.
I get Caleb Wilson in a Bulls jersey. I'm fired up.
Hey, you never know. You never know, man. Maybe call New Orleans, see if they got any first.
Yeah. See what action they got going on over there.
Oh my God, they're like I said, our former general managers running things down there. And as soon as I saw that the Pacers had their lottery pick back, I was like, yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
Heads up.
You guys are going to be just a disaster class for the next couple of years. So one more player. It's obviously Josh Giddey. Um, he, to me, he's got like that slow athleticism. Like
Yeah.
you're not expecting it. Like he kind of plays slow and then he can just kind of go fast. He worries the hell out of me just because you don't know if he's going to pass the ball or shoot the ball or put you on a poster dunk because he's just so sneaky athletic.
He is. And I actually have a question for you. Are we going to see a
Mhm.
chess match tonight where, because you said Cade's questionable. Giddey's also questionable. They thought he'd be out 2 games, but apparently he feels better. Might play tonight. If you guys go Cade's playing, do we go Giddey's playing? And we just match Cade with King?
Hmm. I don't know, man. That's a good question. I saw Giddy's ankle breaker with DeAndre Herder, where I was like, "Oh man, hopefully he's not injured." And then I saw he was questionable tonight. Um, I think the Pistons might just sit him out just because we have an in-season tournament game this week against the 76ers. So
Yeah.
they might want to keep him fresh. The only thing that might be a thing is like I wouldn't sleep on our two-way guy, Don Jenkins. He is very energetic, talks a lot of trash, and it's really fast. Like really, really fast. He kind of reminds you of like and this is no slight at him. I see Pistons fans talking about it. It's just like it's Temu De'Aaron Fox. Like that's what they were calling him. I was like, come on, guys. Why do we have to do comparisons? Like he's just so fast. He can shoot the three, he can dish it out, put you in a poster dunk. I mean, the guy's got bunnies, but it'll be interesting to see. I really don't know if they're gonna play Cade after that fall.
It's tough if they do, if they don't. I just hated Cam Whitmore, what he did after that too. I'm like, who do you think you are? Like, God, come on. I also like how Dante probably really represents the city really well. Like, that's like a guy I feel like the fan base is gonna get really behind. Like, dude, this guy comes up, he plays his ass off, he steps up big for us, he plays fast. Like, that's probably something that I could see the city of Detroit really, really getting behind, like right away.
Yeah. I know we have like a former Bull, Javante Green, who has been playing big minutes. He's just been going crazy lately. I think he had a double double, and some of the blocks that he gets on 3-point shots is honestly crazy. He blocked like CJ McCollum and Alex Sarr back to back possessions in overtime. I was
Mhm.
just like, what are you doing, man? Holy crap. He's just played out of his mind right now.
So Javante Green was one of my favorite Bulls players in the 2021 season, 2022. I'm sorry. When they did kind of similar to what they're going through now with Lonzo, Levine, and Rosenreich, they came out hot and they're the first team in the East, and it was like my biggest hope since Rose. He was a huge part of that team, a huge part of that rotation. Like great defender, came off the bench, guarded every 1 through 5. Just was a complete, just absolute animal
Dog.
out there. Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find the freaking word. So I loved him, and everywhere he goes, I'm always like, they gotta steal. I'm telling you, Green, when he's out there, you're gonna get 110% from him. And like you said, in a moment right now, he has got a lot of guys out. Green is your worst nightmare because he's gonna lock up your best guy. He's gonna somehow make a couple threes. He did get some random rebounds that you just get pissed off about. Like, how did that guy get that? Like second chance opportunities. If I'm scared of, it's him because I've seen this story before so many times with him where he steps up randomly and you're sitting there going, that damn Javante Green, like not again.
He hits threes at the most opportunistic times. I was just like, I know he's not a 3-point shooter, but like maybe we're down 3 and he hits one, or we need a 3-point shot to extend the
Yeah,
lead and he gets one. It's just so random and you just can't like kind of predict it. I got one storyline for you and we can wrap this podcast up. So
beautiful.
you, you guys have Matas Pizzelis, we have Ron
Mhm.
Holland, both teammates in G League Ignite, so they know each other very well. So during the summer league, Ron said, I'm gonna dunk on you. And it still hasn't happened. So
Oof.
I would look for a Montas Bazelis or a Ron Holland to put each other on a poster because both of them want to do it. Montas, he got he got like a crazy dunk opening night against the Pistons on Isaiah Stewart. But it'll be interesting to see who actually gets put on a poster first out of, two former teammates that played in the G League Ignite.
It's also gonna be really funny because they're gonna be, since they're younger guys, they're gonna really see an opportunity to and really go all out. Like we're probably gonna see a couple just miss dunks or just really, you went for that? You thought you were gonna get him over? Like, some maybe bad, awkward foul. That's what I can't wait for. The ugliness that could come from it, I'm there for. Give me my popcorn.
Yeah, I mean, someone's gonna get put on a poster. I don't know who it's gonna be. Hopefully, it's not another Matas Bazzella. It's just like crazy highlight that after the game's over, House of Highlights, Bleach Report. I'm just scrolling. I was like, oh come on, man,
Yeah.
can we stop?
It hits the
Um,
app quick and you're like, oh dude, I just saw this
man,
for the fifth
I
time.
know. Yeah, it just then everyone else just kind of jumps on it, just recycles. But I do appreciate you making the time this morning, talking, some Bulls, talking some Pistons on this podcast. I do want to give you the floor, though. I know you do a lot of other podcasts outside of Bleav In Bulls. So if you want to plug and promote yourself, floor is yours.
Of course. Thank you, man. So, yeah, Bleav In Bulls. Like, share, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Also, check out the Bolt Crew pod that I do with Dave Palais and Josh Palais. We are live every Tuesday and Thursday, as well as post games every Sunday, Monday, or Thursday whenever the Chargers are playing. And then, as always, ESPN Chicago, your home for Chicago sports. Black and Abdallah today, 2 to 3 p.m. Central. 3 to 4 if you're on the Eastern time zone. Check that out. Loads of fun talking Bears, talking Bulls, previewing a little bit of this game tonight. So check out all those out. And follow me on Twitter too, at Mario23_Herron. Keep up to date with everything I'm doing. I'm doing some weird stuff, doing some good stuff, maybe stuff you hate, stuff you love. Either or. You share it. Let's go. And
Yeah, I'm
thank you for
sure a
having
lot
me
of
on, Anthony.
yeah, for sure. I'm sure a lot of Lions fans will definitely be tapped in with the Chicago Bulls because you
Oh, yeah.
look at the standings right now. Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson, respectively, they're top of the NFC North. So I mean, I can't wait for another Bulls Bears or Bears Lions game. Got basketball in the brain right now, but I mean, like,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I feel like just Detroit and Chicago sports. Anytime we play each other, it's just a bloodbath.
Bloodbath. It always is. And there's like an undertone rivalry in it now with us having Ben Johnson and them. But okay, where are you on this? Should Ben Johnson gotten booed?
Um, I would say no, just because what he did for the offense when he took it over after Anthony Lynn just looked like he just had a front row seat and didn't know what he was doing. Um, I don't blame Ben Johnson for taking a head coaching job. I think where Lions fans have kind of just a disconnect is going across the pond to Chicago in a division. Like you could have gone
Yeah.
anywhere. Like you could have gone anywhere. The fact that you went to Chicago, and then the energy's kind of been weird with like Ben, like kind of towards like just like the Detroit media and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I believe one of our guys like asked him a question when we were running the score up. He's like, "What the hell do you want him to do?" Like it was just kind of like weird.
Yeah.
That
It was
was like
great.
kind of like weird energy. And then like when you guys did win a game and like the locker room videos, a lot of Lions fans were like, "Oh, you're just trying to steal from Dan Campbell." I was just like, "Oh man, here we
Oh,
go, man.
yeah.
Here we go." But I mean, I don't really blame him. I'm happy for him. I mean, our offense was probably like the best it's ever been in my lifetime as a Lions fan. I mean, I've kind of suffered through the 0-16 Joey Harrington days, so it's been a minute, man.
Oh, yeah. And to Ben Johnson's credit, he could have left 2 years ago, and he stayed
Yeah,
around for that one last chance. And, I always saw like, dude, it's not like he screwed you guys or like, took everyone with him, I would say, but I understood the hatred. If we had a great coordinator and they went to like if they went to Green Bay, I'd be like, you're dead to me.
yeah.
Minnesota, I would be like, who cares? You guys, I'd hurt a little bit.
Yeah, I can't stand Vikings fans, but that's a whole other podcast for another day.
Yeah.
They're a different breed, that's for damn sure. But appreciate you coming on. We will release this podcast later in the day so people can get a little bit of just Pistons Bulls pregame. But thank you so much again for making the time today.
Of
Appreciate it.
course, man. Anytime. Go Bulls.
All right. We'll see you guys later for our post game show immediately after the game. Have a good night. Take care. Peace.